Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be doing number 2 of my eyeshadow diaries that I started months ago. Not sure when it was posted and not sure when this one's being posted, but it has been a while, so buckle up, get ready, because I have 4 more looks to show y'all. Hopefully this gives you inspiration. Hopefully you have some of these palettes so that you can pull them back out and create more looks with them. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, day 1, I decided to pull out the Posh and Gingerbread Bakery palette. I used it in today's look. It's a very soft, mostly pastels, and just a very simple, easy look. I went in with peppermints here, which is this mint, because I wanted to kind of play off of the mint shirt that I'm wearing, and I put that in my crease. Then I darkened it a little bit with brown sugar on the outer corners. There's just a little bit of brown. Then in the inside I used Pastel Sweets, which is this peachy, pinky toned, and that is on the inner third of my lid as well as the bottom, and then that mint shade is also on the bottom half of my lid, or underneath my eye. Then I used glitter glue, which I always use glitter glue. It's the NYX glitter primer. And then my shimmer is this one called Baked Fresh, since that's the last one I had to use. This is the look. It is very soft. It's very simple. Either I have already recorded the ranking or it's already up. This is the 3rd look that I have officially completed with this. You might see look 4 in another eyeshadow diaries look. May or may not. Who knows? We'll see. But this is it. I hope you liked it. Anything else on my face is from a really old Shop My Stash month. This is July's full face set. And then on my lips is a really old lipstick as well, in terms of that I don't believe that they make these anymore, but it is the CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte in the shade called Ballerina. This is their version of a matte lipstick a little long time ago when, matte lipsticks was a trend or a phase or a thing or whatever. But for me, I love this formula. It's not overly drying, it doesn't feel very heavy, and it still gives a very soft, beautiful matte finish. Lasts all day long. My favorite shade of this formula, I'll just go on a little tangent, is Coral Chronicles. All-time favorite. That one is My Lips but better, just enhances a little bit of coralness. And these I don't tend, they do come off, but they don't come off in drastic sections on my lips, to where you can notice some lipstick missing on my lips, so I'm able to eat and drink and last hours until I have to reapply, which by the time I do, I'm already home and I'm okay, I can take off my makeup. But yeah, so that's the lips, that's the base, and that's the eyes. Right, for day 2, this is what I came up with, and I was using the Unearthly Fall Magic palette. This is my 2nd time using this palette, and I decided to kind of use one shade that I hadn't, I think one or 2 shades that I hadn't used. I think it's 2. I kind of went in with this little quad right here, so Cozy. I ended up putting that into my crease on the outer corner, and then on the half or the outer third of my lower, not lower lash line, but right underneath here. And then I went in with Spice, which is a gingerbready sort of spice color, and then I used that to darken the outer corner, and I think just darken up a little bit on the outer part of the underneath. Then of course I went in with glitter glue, which is the NYX glitter primer. I applied Enchanting, which is the pinky sort of shifty shade that kind of corresponds to that Cozy shade. It's got a little bit of goldish tint to it, and that one I applied right here towards the middle, and then also underneath in the middle, and that is just so pretty. And then I went in with Autumn, which is the peachy, sort of goldy, shifty undertone, this one. And that is right here on the inner part of my lid, as well as the inner corner, and then the inner part of the lower part of my eye. So this is the eye look I created. I think out of this palette, or out of this look so far, I really like Cozy. I think that one would turn out to be a really fun one and done eyeshadow, or just kind of put in my crease and then, just kind of go about my day. Autumn, love this shade. I think this is my favorite shade so far. It's so pretty. I think it's fun. It's not the most riveting, but, it'll do. And then on my lips, I put a LA Colors lip liner. I think it's the Peachy Feels one. And then I topped it with my Kaleidos, what is this, Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Pink Moon, just to kind of tie in that pinky, corally sort of tones that's going on the eyes. We have moved on to day 3, and I decided to use the Gourmande Girls Frozen Kiss palette, since I'm still trying to familiarize myself with the formula, both matte and shimmer. And in today's look, I went purple with a little pop of blue on the, or minty blue on the lower lash line, but I just kind of went something simple purple. And this is absolutely beautiful. Aside from my wonky, crappy eyeliner situation, I'm still trying to practice with that. After all of these years, do not judge. For today's look, I went into Thaw Out, and that I just kind of put in my crease and then packed it on the outer corner a little bit. And then I deepened it up with Cold Snap, which is the more deeper neutral purple, and that one is in the outer corner, more packed. And then both of these, Thaw Out and Cold Snap, are also on the lower lash line. And then I went in with my NYX glitter glue, and I applied the shade Dewdrops again, which is the purple shimmer here. Oh, absolutely love it. And then I decided to use a brush just to kind of see the effect it would give on top of the glitter glue, and it applied very light-handed, so it's not as impactful or glittery or very shiny like it was in the previous look. That is what's right here in the middle, and that one gives a very soft, very glittery, shimmery effect, and it's pretty, just with the brush. Then I was like, well, I was going to go in with another shade that I had already used, but I was like, let me try and finish no pan left behind this. So I went in with Ice Crystals, which is the first shade in here, and it's like a gold, like a pale yellowy gold with some like glitter, like particles type of holographic effect to it. And that is in the inner part of my lid, and it's okay. You can definitely tell it's like a yellowy with the rest of it against the purple. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, I just don't think that it completely fits with this look. I don't know, I just feel like it looks off. And that's just my doing, it's fine. And then on the lower lash line, I went in with Snow Flurries, which is this teal, teal aqua something, blue. And that is on the lower lash line, and then I put on my inner corner as well. So that is the look. And then I also went in with Solstice, and that one I tried to map out a winged liner, and then on top of that I wanted to intensify and practice more with my wings. So I went in with the AOA Studio, this is their Beauty Face Stamp Eyeliner. I don't think these are available, but they do have eyeliners on their website. It's just this is what I already have on hand, and I don't typically use eyeliner, so it's still sitting here. With my lips, I did a combo, which I actually kind of like paired together because they're like basically the same color, but just one matte, one lip gloss. And this is an oldie lipstick, but it's still good. This is the NYX Matte Lipsticks in the shade called Whipped Caviar. It's not my favorite color or shade on me, but it'll do, and I have to use it. So, and then I paired the NYX Butter Gloss and Angel Food Cake, one of my favorite shades out of this butter gloss. Not that I've tried all of them, but my favorite shade from the butter gloss line. It's a very pretty mauve, like almost everyday tone for me, and I can just throw it on top of other colors or just by itself, and that is what is paired for today's lip. Last look, it is going to be using my newest palette as of filming this. It is the Profusion Dreamscape. Now this is not a new palette, I don't think, or like a new release, but it is a new to me palette. I just picked it up yesterday and I was just so excited to use it. So I definitely wanted to dig in, play around with it, and this is the look that I came up with. I went in with Zen here, which is the dark navy matte, and that one is on the outer corner, and I built that one up, and I just capped it on there, patted it on there. Then I took Tranquility, which is like an indigo, like blue purple matte, and I further blended out the previous shade called Zen, just very lightly. And then I wanted to even further blend it out, so I took Dreamy, which is a like almost like light indigo sort of shade. It's a very soft bluish color, and it's called Dreamy. And I further blended out the previous shade Tranquility that I'd used, and then I kept kind of going back and forth between Zen and Tranquility and all of those three to like really blend and get the pigmentation I was wanting. Now, I'm not to say that these didn't show up, because they definitely do, but I just wanted a better blend by doing that, and I really wanted to enhance the dark matte on the outer corner. I applied my glitter glue, and I ended up going into Infinity here, which is almost a dark blue shimmer, but it does look like it's a little bit of like a grayish, like it's not really intense blue as this one. It does have like a little bit of grayish blackness appearance to it, and that one is on like the outer part of my eye, kind of like right here. And then I added a Delirious, which is the green shimmer. It's a very pretty like bright forest green, and that is like on the middle of my eye. That's like the very vibrant green you see. Then I went in with Fantasy, which is this like blue shimmer on like the very inner part of my eye, like the inner part of my lid. And I also forgot to mention I did go into Rapture, which is the lime green matte shade. It's like a pastel lime-ish green, and that is on my crease, on like the inner part of my crease, to match up with the other matte that I had. This one took some building. It definitely was very light on the pigmentation side, but once I built it up, you can kind of see the green. I will play with this more, but... And then I wanted an inner corner highlight, so I took this one called Hologram, which is like a... it's a gold, but it's not like a very vibrant gold. It's a very like subdued, sort of almost gold, and that is my inner corner highlight. And my lip combo today, I went very simple. I wanted a little bit of a peachy orangey sort of to go along with this. So I used the LA Colors lip liner in the shade called Peachy Feels, lined my lips, and then I topped it with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee from my 6 in 2026 project pan, and it's a very like simple, easy lip. And so thank you guys so much for watching this number 2 of my eyeshadow diaries. I hope you've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying making these, and as long as you enjoy them, I will continue them, and if no one does, I probably will still continue to do them. But thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Which look did you like? Do you have any of these palettes? Did I inspire you in any way? In the comments down below, and as always, have an awesome rest of your day and or week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.